July 7, 2026, USA. Rich Polo AI. You can say that cats are inferior to rats, but I prefer sleep with my cat. When a cat sleeps with you, it shows immense trust, love, and a need for closeness. Cats choose your bed for several specific reasons. They seek warmth. A cat's natural body temperature is higher than a human's, so they love sleeping in warm spots. They feel safe. Cats are most vulnerable while sleeping. By sleeping next to you, they know you are protecting them. They find calm. Your steady breathing and heartbeat have a relaxing effect on the cat. They leave their scent, rubbing against you, and sleeping nearby is a way to mark you with their scent and show that you are family. Depending on how and where the cat positions itself, the behavior carries specific meaning. Sleeping on your chest or stomach, this is a sign of deepest trust. The cat listens to your heartbeat, feels your warmth, and wants to be the center of your attention. Sleeping near your head or on your pillow, this is the quietest spot. You don't toss and turn as much there as you do near the foot of the bed. And the cat also loves the scent of your hair. Sleeping at the foot of the bed, this allows for a quick escape or reaction in case of danger, while still keeping them close to you. What happens if you sleep with rat? If a wild rat gets into your bed, it can bite, spread dangerous diseases like hantavirus disease fact sheet, or transmit rat bite fever. If you are sleeping with a pet rat, you mostly risk ruined sheets, mild scratches, or being kept awake by their nocturnal habits. If the rat is wild allowing a wild rodent near, your sleeping area poses severe health and safety risks. Wild rats carry dangerous pathogens. Their droppings, urine, and saliva can harbor severe illnesses like hantavirus, leptospirosis, and salmonellosis. Lights have poor eyesight and rely on their whiskers. If they investigate your bed and you startle them, they may bite in self-defense. A bite requires medical attention due to the risk of a rat bite fever. Even if they do not bite, a rat's sharp claws can scratch your skin and leave irritating red swellings or bumps as they crawl on you. If the rat is a pet, many rat owners allow their domesticated pet rats to roam freely or sleep on the bed. While this isn't inherently dangerous in terms of wild diseases, it does come with certain caveats. Rats have a natural instinct to gnaw, so your bed sheets, blankets, and pillows are highly susceptible to being chewed into holes. Nocturnal habits, because rats are most active at night. Your pet may use you as a personal racetrack, nibble your toes, or rummage around while you are trying to sleep. Be prepared for unexpected wet spots and droppings in your bed, requiring frequent washing of your bedding. If you are dealing with wild rats in your bedroom, you need to seal off any entry points, remove all food sources, and set up traps, or contact a pest control service to eliminate the infestation. Don't exterminate the rats. You can use high-frequency devices which are harmless to cats and dogs. Only rats and mice are afraid of them, causing them to flee the house or garage. They want to live that way God created them. You asking why? Yes, both cats and rats are highly intelligent animals, but they demonstrate their intelligence in completely different ways based on their evolutionary needs as predators and prey. Cat intelligence. Cats are masterful problem solvers with excellent memories and strong spatial reasoning skills. Their intelligence largely revolves around predatory adaptability. They are natural tacticians, capable of learning and adapting to hunting conditions, manipulating their environment and perfecting ambush strategies. Independent learning. Cats are incredibly quick to figure out how physical mechanisms work, like learning to open doors or navigate complex home territories. Intelligence rats are among the smartest and most emotionally complex rodents, frequently studied for their incredible cognitive abilities. Their intelligence includes social and emotional complexity. Rats are highly empathetic, can dream, and are capable of complex communication. They even laugh when tickled. Rats are generally considered more intelligent than cats when it comes to learning capabilities, memory, and problem solving. Though both are incredibly smart in ways adapted to their survival, while cats are masters of solitary, instinctual hunting, and environmental adaptation. Rats possess a highly versatile cognitive capacity that makes them excellent at learning tricks, mazes, and abstract concepts. Comparing intelligence between the two species is often likened to comparing artists and athletes. Frequently ranked among the top 10 most intelligent animals, rats have exceptional memories and can easily be trained to run obstacle courses, recognize their names, and solve complex puzzles. Scientific research demonstrates that rats can experience empathy, dream, and even grasp metacognition, the ability to think about their own thinking. Their remarkable problem solving and social learning skills can be explored in detail on the Spruce Pets. Felines have highly specialized, instinctual intelligence. They are uncanny, observant hunters. They can figure out how to manipulate environments, such as learning to open doors or predicting where prey will move without being formally trained. Their brain power is highly developed for stealth and spatial awareness, giving them an incredible ability to navigate complex physical environments flawlessly. If you are curious about where rats stack up against other animals on the intelligence scale, you can read more about it on How Stuff Works. Because these animals process the world so differently, it's widely debated which intelligence metrics matter most. But rats consistently outperform cats when evaluated in formal cognitive and learning. Little sheep AI. If sheep try to bit to people, and how strong or softly what this means. If a sheep is nibbling or mouthing you softly, it is usually an affectionate or exploratory behavior. They are essentially tasting or investigating you. However, if they bite aggressively, it is a sign of boundary pushing or agitation. Understanding exactly what this means and the strength behind it depends on how the sheep is behaving. Soft nibbling or mouthing. What it means. Sheep are naturally curious animals. If an obnoxiously friendly sheep, often a hand-raised or bottle-fed lamb, nibbles at your clothes, hands, or fingers, it is typically an exploratory behavior. They use their lips and tongues to feel and investigate new textures. How strong it usually feels, like a soft pinching or tugging. It rarely draws blood or breaks the skin because they don't have top front teeth. Too aggressive or hard-biting, but it means, while not typical, if a sheep bites aggressively, it means they feel cornered, pushed, or are trying to show dominance. Intact males are far more prone to aggression, especially during the mating season, when they feel the need to establish authority. How strong? A sheep has very strong jaws because they do not have front top teeth, instead possessing a tough, rubbery dental pad. A front bite usually results in a painful bruise or crushing injury. However, their rear molars are sharp and powerful. If you get your finger wedged between their back teeth, they can bite hard enough to draw blood. Anatomy, why it feels the way it does. Sheep have 32 teeth, but they have no top front teeth. Instead, they have a hard, rubbery plate on the top of their mouth, known as a dental pad. When they bite, their lower incisors press up against this pad to grab and pinch vegetation or clothing. How to react? Do not encourage it. Avoid letting sheep nibble on your fingers or clothes, as this can encourage them to nip harder or lose respect for your boundaries. Back away if a sheep lowers its head to headbutt or charge. This is a strong sign of aggression. Gently nudge them away. Say no and back off to show you are in control. Medical care. If a bite from an aggressive sheep breaks the skin, wash the site thoroughly with soap and water, and seek medical advice, as livestock bites can carry a risk of infection or tetanus. 10 sites. Will sheep bite me? Backyard herds, May 5, 2020. Yes, sheep can and do bite. The important thing is that they do not bite from fear or aggression. It's usually the obnoxiously. Sheep have a variety of body language that can indicate different emotions. Indicates dominance. Oh, sheep show, she won't play with people. Sheep show, they want to play with people by bouncing, kicking their back legs in the air, or initiating gentle, playful headbutting. They may also use a playbow stance, run zoomies around you, and nudge your legs to invite attention and cuddles. Key signs a sheep wants to play the play bow. Much like dogs, lambs and sheep will lower their front legs to the ground while keeping their rear end up to signal they wanna have fun. Kicking and bouncing, they will frequently kick their back legs up in the air, or bound playfully around. You, gentle headbutting. Playful sparring is very common. They may gently bop their head against your legs or hands as an invitation to interact. A happy sheep will suddenly run around in excited, erratic circles, zoomies, often pausing to see if you will chase or interact with them. Rubbing and nudging, they will rub against your legs, paw for your attention, and stick close to your side. Things to keep in mind: respectful touch. When they ask for attention, try to scratch the sides of their neck or back. Avoid patting the top of their head, as they may perceive this as a challenge and learn to headbutt you aggressively. Prey animal instincts. Since sheep are prey animals, they play only when they feel completely safe and trust you. Patience and gentle movements are the best ways to earn their trust. Bonding. Sheep are highly social creatures that form lifelong friendships with humans they trust and care for. If sheep saying long or short me to people what this means: when a sheep or lamb makes me or bah sounds at you, they are primarily trying to communicate. The length and pitch of the sound depend directly on what they need, want, or are feeling. Short, me, greeting. If they make a soft, quick, low-frequency sound as they approach you, it is a friendly, relaxed greeting. Contact. They may be checking in to see if you are part of the group, or simply acknowledging your presence. Long, me. They want food, a loud, drawn-out bleat, especially if they are staring at you or pacing. Usually means they are hungry, thirsty, or asking for great attention and boredom. Sheep are highly social flock animals. A long me can be a way of getting your attention, calling you over, or complaining out of boredom, distress, or isolation. If the sound is continuously high-pitched and repeated frantically, it usually means the sheep feels threatened, is in pain, or is distressed from being separated from the rest of the flock. How to respond? Because sheep rely heavily on vocalization to bond with their caretakers. Responding by mimicking their sound might cause them to react instinctively, treating you as another sheep in the area. If you want to better read their emotions, remember that in animal behavior, high frequency, repeated sounds generally indicate a negative situation, such as hunger or fear, while low frequency rumbles indicate contentment. To learn more about how sheep express themselves, if a sheep is saying me or me, it simply means it is bleating the natural way. Sheep and lambs communicate with each other depending on the situation and how they sound. It typically means one of the following: greeting, often heard as a soft me. When the flock is grazing together, or if a mother and her lamb are talking, asking for attention. They might be hungry, thirsty, or simply looking for their shepherd or friends. Distress. If the me is loud, high-pitched, or frequent, it might mean the sheep is in pain, scared, or separated from the flock. Different cultures mimic this animal sound differently. While English speakers usually write it as ba, me, or maze, how sheep sounds are often written in Swedish, Polish, and Japanese, in pop culture or slang. If a person or an internet meme calls someone a sheep or a sheeple, they are using an older figure of speech to suggest that the person is a follower who brainless carelessly copies what everyone else is doing without thinking for themselves. This from my 2 cats from home and my rats from my garage. And from me because my real last name in English is Little Sheep. I am Polish from countryside. Listen, this very well. Couple times if we should eat sheep or lambs, they want to live. God created them to live where the humans should eat sheep and lambs. It's a profound ethical and spiritual dilemma because God created them to live. Many believe we should not consume them. However, dietary laws in various faiths and cultural traditions, including those in the Bible, do permit it, leading to ongoing debates about compassion, stewardship, and modern ethics. The question of whether to eat sheep and lamb centers on a clash between religious tradition, animal rights, and personal conscience. Perspectives on this vary widely. Stewardship and compassion. Many argue that because God created animals with the desire to live and experience life, taking that life causes unnecessary suffering. Animal welfare advocates emphasize that these sentient creatures feel pain and fear, prompting many to adopt vegetarian or vegan lifestyles out of respect for God's creation. Cultural and religious traditions, historically and in many religious texts, such as the Bible, consuming certain animals like sheep and goats is permitted and integrated into holy traditions. In the Christian faith, for example, Jesus is recorded as participating in traditional meals involving fish and lamb. Modern ethical debates. In modern contexts, many religious individuals actively reconcile their faith with vegetarianism. For example, discussions on platforms like Reddit show that some Christians adopt vegan or vegetarian diets, arguing that while ancient peoples may have required meat for survival or cultural necessity, today's abundance of plant-based options allows humans to live peacefully without harming animals. Ultimately, the choice rests on an individual's personal interpretation of God's will, their empathy toward living creatures, and their dietary principles. Can people sleep, just sleep close with sheep? Yes, people can physically sleep close to sheep. Shepherds have historically slept outdoors near their flocks to provide warmth and protection. However, it requires significant precautions because sheep carry transmissible diseases and parasites, and sleep patterns between humans and sheep, which sleep in very short intervals, do not naturally align safety and health risks. While sleeping near sheep is possible, it comes with notable health and safety considerations. Zoonotic diseases. Sheep can transmit several diseases to humans, including virus, contagious eczema, Chlamydia, Psittaci, E. coli, and Cryptosporidium. Close contact increases the risk of infection. Parasites. Sheep often host ticks, lice, and mites that can easily transfer to humans. Barn environments are dusty, contain high levels of ammonia from urine, and are generally unsanitary for human sleeping quarters. Distinct sleep cycles. Humans typically require a long, consolidated stretch of sleep at night. In contrast, sheep are prey animals, meaning their sleep is highly fragmented. They only sleep for about 4 hours a day. sleeping human and sheep do not make ideal sleeping companions. The sheep's frequent movements, rumination, chewing cud, and sudden awakenings could continuously disrupt your rest. Shepherds and traditional practices. Historically, shepherds stayed close to their flocks on open pastures for security. However, they did not sleep directly intertwined with the animals. Instead, they pitched shelters nearby or used techniques like tethering. A lead sheep to a rope connected to their wrists so that the flock's movement would wake them. If a predator approached, if you are interested in the origins of how sheep and sleep are culturally connected, the common trope of counting sheep comes from early pastoralists who visually accounted for their flocks at night before resting. I said, my last name in English is Little Sheep.